Hello, it's John. This is a tour of our Giottiline Siena 330. It's a 2023 model. It is 6 meters long and something around 230 centimeters wide, so 2.3 meters wide, up to 3.5 tons. And we've just purchased it here today at Wandahome in England, in the UK. And the reason I'm talking a bit slowly and I'm a bit tired is because I've just transferred everything from our old camper van into our new motorhome. So let me give you a tour. Okay, first of all, I would say it looks very small on the outside, which is incredible. It's like a TARDIS. Also the rear of maybe the whole van is very tall, and I'm sure these wheels are bigger than other camper vans that we've had. They look huge, which is fantastic. It also has a full canopy across the top. Maybe I'll try that out later on, as it is warm here today. So let's do a quick tour around the outside. So it is based on built on the Peugeot Boxer. It's a 2.2 litre engine and it looks really nice. It's low profile, so there's no bed over the cab. You can stand up in the cab, which is really nice. And you have these big wing mirrors here because it's a wider motorhome. And you can just see, just here as the habitation area comes out further than the cab. Okay, we'll give you a quick tour around the outside. So we have fuel in here. You also put your AdBlue in there. In here you put water, and we also have a window and vents for the fridge freezer, which is very large. And I'm most excited about the diesel Truma. So the diesel Truma means that it is a heating system for blown air and hot water that runs off diesel, or it's a combi, so it also runs off electric. As you can see, I'm plugged in just here. And then also we have a garage. So this is the only garage access. And as you can see, I've already got stuff not very well organized yet, but it's inside. And I've also put in our you can see an EcoFlow in there as well. What's amazing about this is all your electric. So behind that EcoFlow is a battery. I think it's a lead acid battery, which I'm going to replace with lithium. And then just over here, you can just see a light on in there. The charger, there must be one for battery to battery charger. In fact, I think that's the one that's to the left, and then one to the right is the battery charger from mains. So it's charging the battery now that it's on hookup. And I love that you can lock this as well, and it feels that it has a really good seal. On the back, there's a little reversing camera and nothing else, which is great. So if you wanted to put a bike rack on here, you could. And the build quality feels fantastic. Okay. So up here must be where you put in the attachment and you wind it round. I'm trying to point the camera up. Yeah, you wind this around here with a pole that's inside, and it'll bring out the canopy. And we also have the bathroom window and the toilet. So it is a Thetford toilet. So this is the cassette that you pull out, and what's really cool is you have space for your chemicals, so you can keep, we have like a biochemical that we keep in there. And then we also have a gas locker. So gas is just used for the fridge. The fridge runs on electric, gas, or when you're driving. And you can put 2 gas bottles in here. It also has a little device that you can switch to left or right to change between gas bottles, and this is a trauma kind of safety mechanism so that it cuts off the gas in the event of an accident, which is fantastic. Okay. And I'll show you the habitation door in a minute. This is the cab. I still have the floor mats because I'm in and out. These bits of paper. Thank you for your custom. It is, yeah, a fantastic area. There's a little bit of storage under here at the moment. There's like a little tray under here, so you could store valuables and stuff in here. I'm struggling to open it because it's so brand new. There we go. Yeah, you can just see inside. I put like a battery pack for restarting the engine if the battery fails, and some other safety equipment. Okay. Oh, and in case I forget later, I've not done this before, on the blinds, as you can see, you can lift this all the way up here, and I think this is right. And when the door is closed, it'll hook up just here on some magnets, which is so cool. So yeah, that's really, oh, that goes in like that, that's it. They're really smart. Okay, let's go inside. I'm going to take my shoes off because I keep coming in and out. Now the door, as you notice, has glass on it, which is fantastic. There's a bin, which is handy. And then also it has a piston, one of these gas struts across here. So it means that when you're opening the door, it doesn't just like fly open and bang, which is fantastic. And then, as you can see, it has a little stairwell here for stepping in and out. Oh, and a fly screen. This fly screen is very smooth. Okay, let's go inside. Just before I step inside, you'll see a handle here to hold on to. There's also some good space around you as you go in. So, and this space just here isn't really used. So you could store things here if you wanted to, especially when you're traveling. Okay, and so starting with the dinette. So this is the 2 rear seats, passenger seats. You can see these passenger seats have they have seat belts just in here, and they'll have straps that just go. They're currently behind the cushion. They'll go over the front, and also the headrests go up and down, which is fantastic. This table is magic. The table, this extension pulls out, which is really good. It comes out quite far, and the table is very strong. And it's because the table also works as a bed. So you can put this flat down here, and there's an extension that comes out here, and then later you'll see the cushions. Maybe I'll do a separate video on the bed, which is super cool. So yeah, and above the rear seat there's also some there's a USB connector here, a power for USB here, and a little light. And you also have, you just push this, a cupboard. So far I've just put in some of the bits of paperwork that came with the camper van. Okay, let's go into the cab area. So it has a big beautiful window up at the top and lots of storage here. There's loads here. And USBs either side, so when you're driving you could have something connected up to the USB there, which is fantastic. Also, when you walk in to the cab area, you can walk straight. There's a little step, and then you come in here. And so this is the driver's seat, and it looks great. This model has air conditioning, manual gearbox, it has cruise control, and it also has a reversing camera screen, so the screen goes up and down when you're reversing. And then there's also these seats spin around, which I'll show in a moment. And also this blind comes all the way up to the top, which is amazing. So this is good because when you're driving you don't want the blind to slide out from the side like we had in a different camper van. So coming up from the bottom is fantastic. It can only fall down. Okay, and we also have, as you'd expect, glove compartment and a larger one here which you can lock for valuables. And these chairs, let me try this. So it says, oh, so you just push this down. So let me turn around and show you. Will it show on camera? Maybe. What's it showing? Oh, it's okay. Here, this is the seat. This is the. It says FASP on it. That might be Italian. I don't know. You just push it down. So it's very easy. You just push it down, and now with your body, you can turn around. Oh, I've left my bag behind. Okay, and then you turn around, and that's you. That's you now facing the other way, and it sits freely as well, which I like. So you can just spin it around as you wish, and it's the same with the driver's seat. Let's try that. It'd be quite good to see them. I've not done this yet. Just don't do this while you're driving. Let me see where the driver's seat one is. Oh, I can't find it just now. I'm sure I'll find it later. Maybe when I'm looking around the rest of the van, we'll find the lever. Okay. Oh, I think I know why it is. It's because my seat is pulled forwards. So maybe if I reach backwards further. Yes, there it is. So it's just on the other side, just here. Let me show you down. There. So I just push that down. And now I can spin around easily. And I think you have to have the chair in the right position so it doesn't bang on the wall. Yes, that's it. That is so cool. And what's good is even when it's turning, you can pull the chair backwards and forwards so it doesn't hit the steering wheel. There we go. So, and I could pull out. This is great for your family, and you can pull out the table here and easily access your eating area. And there's, you can see more clearly now, the chair's facing this way. So already it's a lot of space for a 6-meter van, motorhome, which is incredible. Okay, so let's turn around now and take a look at the kitchen. So the kitchen area has a cupboard down here. So you just push in these little latches, and you can see I've already started to put some of our belongings. They're really just in the first place that I could think of at the moment. So it's a bit messy inside, but it looks nice outside. Same with the cupboards up here. Just putting in food and cups and things. There's quite a lot of storage, and there's a lot of height. So we will probably get little shelves and put them in here. And there's a solar panel on the roof, and this is the solar charge controller. This is a good one because it works with Bluetooth, so I'll be able to set that up later. The sink, which works really well, and the pump is very quiet, which is fantastic. There's a gas hob, and we also have an induction hob, so we'll use the induction hob connected up to this power here. A little black shelf, maybe we'll remove this, I don't know. Okay, and let's turn around and show you this bed. So you might not have noticed there's a bed across here. So let's bring this down. Wow, it's so fast. And that's it, that's as low as it goes. So there is a ladder that it comes with. And you'll see it's a really good space. It's a wide bed, maybe 1.5 meters. I'm not sure of the length. And importantly, you can still access, so you can still get out here. Let me show you me going under the bed. You can even go under the back into the cab area, so you can still use the camper van, but you can't. I wouldn't go under the bed. I wouldn't sit under the bed on the seats. When you make the fourth bed here, you will see that it's almost like a bunk bed. So like two layers of beds, which is fantastic for those 4 beds. So let's put this back up. So you just turn a key, and it works on 12 volts. It's fantastic. And we already have quite a lot of bedding up there, so that's fantastic. This is one of the 2 cushions. This is one of the 2 cushions that you put in for the 4th bed. Up at the top, we have some storage, and we have a fridge. This is an automatic fridge, so it runs off gas, off electricity, like mains electricity, or when you're driving. And we also have a lot of space inside, a huge freezer compartment. That freezer compartment's fixed, so you have to keep it like that. And then there's also this at the bottom pulls out as well. So this is really big. And I'm just checking that I have turned it on. I think so. I think it's just the yeah, I think it's turned up to, oh, it's touchscreen. Wow. That's very cool. Look at this. So I think that's no vents or something. And that's the power. I don't know if it shows up on camera. Okay, that's good. And it looks like you can select the mode as well. Automatic, run off battery, gas. So it's currently set to automatic. And then we have a cupboard. You can, so you could hang stuff up in here. I don't have any coat hangers, at the moment, there's my jacket and a bag of running stuff. We then have the double bed. So this is the fixed bed, the rear fixed bed, and it's a French bed, so it curves in here. There's lots of storage up above. So I've already put lots of stuff in, towels and some electric stuff, which I'll probably tidy. And then another cupboard here. There's these shelves underneath, which are really handy. We have got the dealer Wandahomes to install a Max Air fan, which is this. And it's fantastic. We really love them. And you just, makes a bit of noise when you first turn it on, and it opens up. And it can blow hot air out and cold air in, whatever you want to do. There's also 2 USB lights here, 1 and 2. Oh, and there's a curtain here, so the curtain pulls across right around here. Okay, and then let me show you under the bed. So this is the Combi diesel Truma. It may be 6 kilowatts, which is huge. And then there's more space here. It's quite a lot of space, and we've already put quite a lot of things in. It's not even a third full, so it's quite a, even though it looks small from the outside, it's quite a large garage area, which is fantastic. Okay, and this is just temporary bedding at the moment from our old camper van. Okay, and then we have the bathroom. And if I turn on some lights, if I can remember where to turn them on. Oh, there's a light in here. So this is the toilet. So we have a sink, a nice big window. We do have a window, but we have a mirror, a great cupboard here that you just push, so tons of space in here. And then we have a frosted window, which is great, which is good because at night time it means you can come in and any light from outside, like the moon or a street light, will give you a little bit of light in here. We also have a really big cupboard here. This is huge, so putting lots of toiletry and toilet roll. This is a cassette Thetford toilet with a flush. And then at the moment I have the ladder for the pull down bed and the spare the 4th bed bedding in here, but this is a shower, and it's a really good size, and the shower door that you pull across. So I'll probably put this ladder up here, up across the drop down bed. Yeah, so we're very happy. I've only driven it so far between the car park and here, and it drives so much more like a car. I think it has about 700 kilograms payload, so 3/4 of a ton of payload that you can take. So it feels very light, especially with its 2.2 litre diesel engine, and also it has fantastic brakes. It's a new vehicle, so it should have good brakes, but they feel incredible, very, very responsive. There is a 100 litre water tank, so the water tank's actually under here inside, so that's good. It means that if it's cold outside and you want to have a shower, it means you're not heating the water from outside temperature, you're heating it from inside temperature, which is fantastic. And below here, there's also, I think it's also 100 litre wastewater, which is huge. So two really big tanks. And up here we have the up here we have the controls, so you can see. Let me just fix my camera because it's going a bit crazy. This controls for the Truma, and at the moment it's off. I could turn it on. I think I first have to put on maybe these. Or do I hold it down first? Oh, there it is, it's on. So yeah, if it's showing on camera, there's heating for the van, hot water temperature, electric or diesel, it says electric or fuel, and also the fan speed as well. And then here we have lights on and off. That's the fan going on off in the background. That's the outside lights on and off, water pump, and then auxiliary power, and then information about the vehicle batteries. So this is the cab battery, and this is the habitation area battery. And the water, 50%, and maybe that's the vehicle, 100%. So yeah, this is almost everything. It's incredible when you sit in the bed or when you sit in the cab area. It feels such a huge camper van, motorhome for 6 meters. You can't believe that this would fit in a car parking space as long as the space is wide enough. And if I show you the bed, if you're sitting here in bed and you're looking out, so you can see it's huge. It's a huge area, and plenty space. Okay, I think I'm going to enjoy our new motorhome and get something to eat. So thank you so much for watching. I do highly recommend Wandahomes in England. Their service is incredible, very friendly and very high standards. They actually replaced during the handover. They noticed there was a very tiny leak from the water pump. Excuse me. So they replaced it, which was incredible. They also really love and care about the motorhomes. They all enjoy a lot of camping themselves, and it really shows in their service. They haven't sponsored this video in any way. They have been, they did give permission for the handover to be on video, which was very kind of them. And yeah, we're looking for, they also agreed for us to store our camper van for a week before we then come down and pick it up in a week's time, because we'll be selling that ourselves. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. There's not many, I haven't seen many YouTube reviews yet of in English of this motorhome. So please do let me know if you have any questions. And a top tip for all the other videos that you see, you can go into YouTube settings and auto-translate to the English language. So just on the subtitles, and that makes a big difference for other languages, or if you're watching this and you want to watch it, you want to understand it in a different language. Okay, thank you so much. Take care.